Hey, it's Thick Rick and Tess from 99.7 The Blitz. We are here with Jesse from Killswitch Engage, and you just told us that you were here last night.
Yep.
And then, so what do you got? What do? You just party with the bands, or what?
Usually it was just with my guys who go out and get a bite to eat and then just hang out. But I called it early because we had a bus call at 6:45, so I wasn't really out raging too hard.
Did you go anywhere in Columbus out to eat?
Yeah, where was it? Martini, I think it was called.
Oh, nice.
Italian place. Yeah, it was good.
Cameron Mitchell restaurant.
Chill. It was a nice environment. Just
Yeah.
kind of had a nice meal and quiet night.
That's good
kind
food.
Of. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, Tess here, I say this with all honesty, might be your #1 fan.
Oh, wow.
You guys
Thank
played
you.
Sonic Temple in 2019, and this girl was moshing and crowd surfing.
Oh,
and
that's
then
awesome.
how many ribs did you break?
Okay, first of all, is it weird to meet a complete stranger that like adores you and knows things about you? How creepy.
Happens all the time.
But she broke
Yeah,
her ribs for you.
It was, you were over on that stage. It was, right before COVID. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
crowd surfed and I twisted over and I landed on this tall, bald guy's head and my body just right in half. But it was the best experience. When they pulled me over, I was like, Jesse!
Yeah, so keep an eye on her tonight
Okay.
from the
Yeah.
stage. if you
6
would.
weeks of recovery.
You gotta protect your
that.
ribs, man.
But I mean, it was worth it.
You need a flak jacket.
Was that the year that the Cult played? I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, I was side stage for the Cult like a little fanboy. And I actually still have his tambourine from that day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Seriously?
Yeah. I walked over to the drum tech guy and I was like, "Can I please bring this home?" I love the Cult. He's the king.
Oh, yeah.
Ian is the king of cool, man.
To me, you're the king of cool, and it's
That's very
killing me
kind
right
of
now
you.
not to ask you to give me something that I can keep.
I got nothing, man.
So I have a couple questions for you.
Dig it.
You know that this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you're big on mental health.
Yeah, I gotta be, man. It's one of those things that it's a conversation that needs to continue. So for me, I write songs about it. I Am Broken Too specifically is about that. I just think it's important, because when you keep the conversation going, you could potentially change somebody's life. You could save somebody's life, Just giving somebody hope, knowing that they can talk about not being okay, I think is super important. So I try to champion that as much as I can.
Yeah, and I work on the radio, and I have struggled myself with mental health for years and years, and it was always such this stigma, and it's becoming more normalized, and you talking about it to such a broad audience made me feel more comfortable with talking about it to my small little Columbus audience.
That's what it's all about.
Not small. I'm sorry, Columbus. I didn't mean that. But I appreciate it so much. You were one of the first that made me feel more comfortable talking about
That's
that.
beautiful. I'm honored. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, and talking's communicating. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Everything. It's everything.
Every-
really, if you
yeah.
think about it.
It's kind of like a marriage. If you don't communicate, man, it ain't going to work.
It ain't gonna work.
Right?
Or she's gonna be very unhappy.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's normalize it, okay?
Yeah.
I have a question about your you probably get this all the time, your vocal surgery. That was before This Is Consequence.
Oh yeah. 2018. It was so we had to cancel a tour. I was quiet for about 3 months. I couldn't talk, just to see if they could repair me without having to go under the knife. But we had an Iron Maiden tour scheduled in Europe, 3 months, like supporting them, and my surgery happened 5 weeks before that.
Wow.
So I had 3-week recovery time because it's gotten faster and faster with the lasers they use now, and then a week of training to get ready for the road. And that first show back in front of 11,000 people in Tallinn, Estonia, I'll never forget as long as I live. And I came off that stage, just got down on my knees and just let it out, just cried. I was like, I can't believe I still get to do this.
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
really scary because not only did they find one nodule, but when they went in, they found another one tucked behind my vocal fold that had been there for, he said, probably a decade. So I've been singing on a broken instrument for 10 years, frustrated, trying to figure out why I can't stay in tune. And now since that surgery, I learned how to speak again, and I learned how to sing again, and I'm finally good at what I do.
Wait, you sing better now?
Much better.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
And I can do vibrato. I can do things I could never do.
Yeah, you got a vocal coach, right?
Yeah, well, Melissa Cross has been with me since I was 23.
Oh, okay. So
But I really don't think I understood her lessons to the extent that I did when I had to relearn how to speak again, like just learning how to talk.
Wow.
And she was there every step of the way.
That is awesome.
Blew my mind.
I mean, with what you do, yeah, I can't imagine how scary that must have been.
Like, am I going to have a career now
Yeah.
after all this?
And not being able to talk for 3 months while this is going on. It was eye-opening. And you also realize, on a very deep level, how much breath is wasted on trivial things. Like, we talk about people and about, complaining, and me not being able to talk or even participate in those types of conversations was mind-blowing, and it really made me realize how important and precious a voice is. So I've done my best to not gossip and not
I'm not crying, you're crying.
contribute to any of that stuff. But yeah, if you stop and pay attention, a lot of people just doing it for the wrong reasons. You got to talk about your hopes, your dreams, positive stuff. Don't don't talk smack on people.
Lift up.
Oh, man. Killswitch, obviously, huge support here in Columbus, Ohio. What about Times of Grace? Anything going on there?
It's just back burner. We're both so busy, and he's got another project. Adam's nonstop. I'm nonstop. I'm doing a bunch of studio work right now. So between Killswitch and that, it's just there's honestly not a ton of interest, and also financially to put a band on the road is so expensive. Man, if we were to put Times of Grace on the road, we wouldn't make any money. I can guarantee you that.
Right.
So maybe somewhere down the future, some club shows here and there, but it's not going to be on the road anytime soon. We're way too busy with Killswitch.
Well, at least you're smart. You're honest about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Touring is very expensive, especially post-COVID. It's insane.
Yeah, I've heard a million things, but I don't know how it works.
It's gotten worse and worse. So if you're not selling T-shirts, you're not making a profit.
Oh,
so
no.
Thank you for buying T-shirts, everybody.
Because, it used to be, years ago, man, it was like touring was where the bands made all their money. Because with the record labels, you made like, whether an album was $15, you made like $1.
Yeah, and streaming's even worse.
And
way worse.
Right. So all the bulk of your money was made from touring, and now they've made that incredibly difficult.
And when you sell your T-shirts, the venue takes 30% of that.
It's not right, man.
It's constant. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I always say there's like 100 companies in the world. They just want to turn us all upside down and shake every effing penny out of us.
Musicians are at the bottom rung of the artists, for sure. But I'm not complaining. I'm still here doing it.
Okay, so go to Killswitch's website and then subscribe so you get emails, because you guys do. I have already done that, and you do like 20% off merch at this time, and like during Mother's Day or wherever.
It's usually around tax season when we do that.
Yeah.
So the government can take more money from us. Thanks, government. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
All right, enough of me bitching.
No,
no, you're right though.
We love that.
Because on top of the companies, the government's taxing us to death.
Yep.
So
Good stuff.
Well, we're in this together, and we'll do the best we can.
But we celebrate here.
We
That's
do.
right.
We
Oh
do.
my God.
Thank God for rock and roll.
This place, man. Every year, everybody in this place is united. There's nobody's arguing about anything. Everybody has the same common goal, and that's just to rock our asses off.
great.
And we will do that with you tonight for sure.
Serious lineup this year too.
Crazy.
And I can't wait to go and buy all your merch. I'm going to use my life savings on it.
Thank you.
Also, thank you again for being such an advocate for mental health. I can't stress that enough, because you've changed my life. And thank you so much for coming back. It was 2019. One of the best shows, even though I broke my ribs.
We got to get you a flak jacket for tonight.
Right?
She's all in, man.
Yep.
Well,
We appreciate you coming on
appreciate you. Thank you.
and being here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Jesse
guys.
from Killswitch Engage, Thick Rick and Tess for 99.7 The Blitz at Sonic Temple 2025.
Yo.